If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you know that what I'm about to tell you is nothing new, but we got a Mustang. Me and Jeff went out and he bought me a Mustang. We named him Zorro. He's a black paint, Zorro like the movie. And I'm going out right now for our first session, but I'm really excited. He's already a really good horse. Like they've actually ridden him. That's why he was a bit more on the pricey end. The trainer they had out there kind of is like a person who really pushes it to see what a horse can do. Practically a cowboy, like a really cowboy. We want to do it a little slower to build a bond with the horse first, of course. So Jeff was feeding them yesterday and Zorro came up and was eating out of the bucket. We have this other horse there that's this lady's that we picked it up for, and we actually might train it for her too. So of course, thankfully I have Jeff there. The horses are on his property because he actually like broke horses before. I've never done this before, so I'm really excited, and y'all get to see me learn what I'm doing. Here are some clips from our picking up process, and it was an 1.5 hour away drive. It was fun. It was like a day thing, and then I had to go work right after, but yeah, here's that. I'm doing a lot of pressure and release. Whenever Zorro gives me his head, I step back. It was kind of hard because there was 2 horses obviously together, which is not what you want ideally, but that's how it just turned out. But I just did this for like an hour, and when I would touch them, I would like also walk back. Just a lot of pressure and release. I followed Sam Van Fleet's video. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of step matching, and I'm going in front of the drive line, and as soon as they give me their head, I step back. At least in the beginning, do it quick pressure and release, and then later on progress, try to make bigger steps. But as you see, he keeps on walking away from me, and I'm just gonna keep my distance but still keep my hand out and expect him to turn towards me. And then once he does for a bit, I'm going to release him. He would always turn around when he would like come a little bit towards me and then go the other way, which was a bit discouraging, but honestly, as long as you have patience and stay consistent, it's worth it. And actually right here, the other horse gave me his head, so I was like, alright, I'll release him. In here, I'm inching closer, and he could have left right there, but he decided to stay. Should have released there, but I was really determined. And as you see here, he still could have ran away a couple of times, and he didn't, which is really good. And I'm just staying there because he has his head towards me. I know he's itching himself, but that's why I stood. And he gave to me, he walked towards me, which is a first. So I walked back, and I released right there. Perfect. And I go right back into it because you shouldn't release for too long if you know you want to continue progressing. So I'm going to leave this. It's a pretty long clip, but if you want to understand the body language and the way I'm following his steps and staying in front of his drive line, I know some people use the whip to yield their hindquarters. That's also really good, but he was already pretty good at it. I would kind of wave my other hand, and for me it worked out. If it wasn't, I would have used the whip. After a long while, he finally turned towards me and started walking. He did come at me at a decent speed, which is important. That's why I back up, still facing him and not turning around, just in case if they do lunge out at me. Sorry, I know these clips might be getting a little annoying, but I knew they were kind of important to keep in because he was walking away in between when he would stand still and like look at me. I just cut them out just so for time's sake and so you wouldn't be rewatching the same clips. But I just wanted to let y'all know that he is walking away every other time I walk up, so I have to stay consistent and on him. You can tell he's getting more comfortable because whenever I started giving him the release, he started walking towards me. This right here was his first big try. He's very curious, so that helped out a lot. Ugh, this shot is awful because the fence is like right in the way, but this is when both of them were equally curious and both giving a lot, so that was nice. Taking steps towards me. Another reason why it's more difficult with two horses is because they're going to be feeding off of each other, so the horse isn't going to be acting practically to his full potential. Okay, I sped up the clip because he takes really long, but as you can see here, the other horse walks away, and he could have walked away with the other horse, but the other horse actually came back because Zorro didn't want to follow him, and he sticked with me, which was like awesome. And I'm just inching closer and closer, and he could have left there when he turned his head. He could have left a couple times, but then this is actually, I think, the first touch right here. Of course, the fence is in the way. What I noticed here is he didn't do the big turnaround like he usually does, which was really nice. And he didn't only go in once for a touch, but he did a second time right here, which is so awesome. I actually pet his nose so much more. It's so cute how after he let me pet him, the other horse started getting curious and he lets me pet his nose too. So I did like 3 different sessions this day in my one big main one. So I would like walk out, give them a bit of a break, and then I'd come back in. As you see, it kind of almost is like starting from the beginning again, how he's like walking away from me a lot. But I just did the same thing over and over again, so I'm not going to leave too much in of any other videos unless it's like interesting. I touched both of their noses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I saw you touch. You want some feed?
I don't know. They're doing really good.
Yeah, they are.
Because I just don't want them to only see the feed and not me.
Yeah, right.
Then this one is coming along really nice because of Zorro, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I started with feed. It took me, yeah. It'd run though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I'm surprised they're not running.
I know, I am too. But you,
The only thing I'm like waiting for him to like pounce or something because like
Yeah.
sometimes they start doing that.
Yeah.
He was nibbling my hand.
yeah.
Oh.
I bet you got a treat. I bet he'd take it out of your hand.
Oh yeah. I wonder if I could pet his nose more. So, as you can see, I start switching to the opposite side of my hand, which I shouldn't have done because he was pretty skittish. But I'm surprised that he still
That'd been
stayed.
a good one. Daggone, I was looking at that video.
Let it come up to you.
Yeah.
And this one, he's taking right after him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And he's actually, I touched him and he's doing pretty good too.
I quit. How do we spell that name? Z-O-L?
Z-O-R-R-O.
Yeah. I can't believe it. It's suspicious.
Over here, someone started working with like a power tool in the background. So that's what he was staring at so strongly, but it was still awesome. Great that he came back and checked in with me again.
I'm gonna grab the whip
Okay.
and see if they'll touch it.
So how I'm introducing the whip is first I have it next to me and I come up to him and pet him. And then in the second shot I'm waving it back and forth and then I slowly work my way up closer to him. I'm looking for his head. So whenever I'm waving it back and forth, I was doing it for a while. I cut it out, but then once he looked at it, acknowledged it, I stopped waving it back and forth. Honestly, they were like not afraid at all, which was really nice because then I didn't have to work really hard. That's actually why I was able to progress so quickly because they were not afraid of it. He's literally trying to eat it, but I wanted to pet his face with it first so he could get a feel of something petting in the middle of his face. And then later I'm going to go in with my hand. And then I also wanted to get the side of his cheeks. That's later. So I'm just consistently walking with him here. I'm matching his steps. He was walking away from me a lot at this one round. So I was just step matching and waited for him to give me his head. He was doing this for quite a while. Like he would smell it a bit and then walk away, but he wouldn't smell it like close enough for me to give him a release. He steps away here, but he decides to stay, which was really good, and he walked towards the whip. And when I tried to come to his cheek, I wanted to rub his cheek in a little bit on his neck. He decided to walk off. So I just continued doing that. I kept it next to him until he stopped, and in the ending, I had a success. Then over here I switched back to my hand because I didn't want him to only be used to the whip. And it took him a bit, but I gave him time. I had patience, and then he decided to step up to me. And you can see here is I continue to use the back of my hand now. I'm not switching it to the front of it. And he's way more calm. And then I decided to try giving him a treat. And of course, like, he doesn't get it because he's never had a treat from someone's hand before.
I smell different now to him.
Yeah.
Over here, I start leaning super far forward because I wanted him to understand that, like, the treat, just to get it from my hand. And so I was trying to kind of shove it in his mouth.
Ah.
One thing that was really cool is whenever I bend down to pick up the treats, he wouldn't freak out any of the times.
I think he likes that one.
Yeah. I think he likes him. You know, it's amazing just 2 days to get them to come to you like that. I know people that's got them, first thing they want to do is they want to run them. And a lady called me and I told her, I said, ma'am, I said, that's the worst thing you do. I said, you spearing the horse right off the bat. She said, well, I'm trying to get it wore out. I said, you can't do that. I said, you can't do that.
No.
You gotta get the trust first.
Exactly. You dropped the seat. Almost like my hand.
But she's there now, he follows around like a puppy dog giving him treats. Yeah. Yeah, she's rubbing his head. Yeah.
I was petting him so much, I definitely should have released him, but then I tried to reach over to the other side too quickly, and he got scared, but he came back in, which was a relief.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That one's still she's supposed to say she's gonna come out in the morning.
And you can see here in a second, I reach over to the other side like I did earlier, and he was fine with it. He was just trying to bite my hand for treats. Just got both of them to touch my fingers with their noses, so that's pretty good. It's like really hard with two horses because you can't read two at one time. Like you can, but it's really hard. Like, because I want to focus on one at a time, but we need to set up a read them first.
If I said, now I've got a girl that break this horse for you if you want her, and she's $20 an hour.
Yeah. In here?
Yeah.
They're so cute. Oh.